Hi, my name is Vanessa van Dijk, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can use Cosrx BHA Blackhead Power Liquid and the ordinary niacinamide serum. Now they can be used together, there aren't any conflicts, and it's a great combination if you have combination to oily skin. Since when looking into your BHA, this is primarily a salicylic acid exfoliant, but they're using betaine salicylate, which is a combination of salicylic acid with a moisturizing ingredient, so that it isn't as harsh or drying on the skin, since this can often happen when using a salicylic acid product. Overall, it's an extremely gentle formulation that can help you to loosen the dead skin cells on the skin surface, regulates oiliness, has anti-inflammatory properties, and due to regulating the oiliness, it can help you to reduce the appearance of enlarged pores, plus helps to unclog pores. And then when looking into your niacinamide, this is primarily a brightening serum. So if you should have acne-prone skin or just get pimples here and there, and then after that you still are left with blemishes like those reddish spots afterwards, or even dark brownish spots, well, then it can help you to lighten those spots faster. You're going to speed up the process. This would happen naturally, but it may take even longer. And so overall, niacinamide has also the ability to regulate oiliness, similar to salicylic acid, so therefore again it can help you with your enlarged pores. But overall, it is a great combination if you have combination to oily skin and maybe even blemishes or acne prone skin in general. And so when using those products, theoretically with niacinamide you can use that one daily in the morning and or evening. However, based on my experience, I find that it works best by just using it once per day daily, but there isn't anything wrong if you can use it twice per day daily. If that works well for you, go ahead and do so. When looking into your exfoliant, specifically using the one by Cosrx, that one has an extremely gentle formulation. So theoretically, you can use it more often, if not even daily, in your skincare routine. But still, nonetheless, since I'm not sure how your skin is going to respond to an exfoliant in general, my general guide would also be using it 2 to 3 times per week, once per day for a couple of weeks, and then slowly adjust the frequency over time. Then move up to once per day every other day, then maybe once per day daily, and then maybe even up to twice per day daily. But take your time when doing so that you can adjust your frequency accordingly to what your skin needs. Otherwise, it may cause a sensitivity. And so based on that, I now have set up a morning and evening skincare routine so that you can see how you can adjust it. So again, keep in mind, you do not have to use both products twice per day. If you just want to say, I want to do this in the morning or just in the evening, that's completely fine. But here you have the examples. So let's get started with the morning skincare routine, which you can see right here. On the top corner, you can see the time of use. Below that, you can see the steps, then the products that I've picked already in the correct order of application, and underneath the general guide. And so you're going to get started with, first of all, washing your face. Since you have already an oilier skin type, I highly recommend using a gentle cleanser that's suitable for your combination to oily skin to remove any excess oil, dirt and sweat from the skin. So wash your face with a gentle cleanser, rinse it off, pat the skin dry. Then you can move on to Cosrx BHA exfoliant, apply to the skin, leave it on the skin, there's no need to wash it off. And then after that, use your niacinamide on top. Apply to the skin, leave it on the skin, there's no need to wash it off. And then during daytime, it is important to protect your skin from the damaging UV rays using a sunscreen. And here you can see some examples. Make sure that it does not irritate your skin and it should feel comfortable on the skin. Now, if you would do the same in the evening, all what's going to change is basically the last step. So you can just wash your face with your gentle cleanser, use your BHA, then niacinamide, and that's it. Or if you should feel the need, or if you want to strengthen and rebuild your skin barrier, I recommend using a moisturizer that contains natural moisturizing factors that can help you to strengthen the barrier, rather than having a moisturizer that's too heavy on the skin, because you do not need to lock in moisture. You have already too much oil production, so that's not necessary. But of course, using such a moisturizer to strengthen your skin barrier isn't wrong. Just make sure that it feels comfortable on the skin. And then one thing that may change depending on the sunscreen that you may be using, such as, for example, a mineral sunscreen, or you have extremely heavy or waterproof, extremely pigmented makeup on, then I recommend doing a double cleanse. Now, you do not necessarily have to do a double cleanse. You can just use an oil or balm cleanser on its own. However, if you want to do a double cleanse, well, then use this as a first step and then move on to your gentle cleanser to remove everything properly off the skin before you're going to continue with your skincare routine. And then there you have the examples of a morning and evening skincare routine. Now, if you want to go over it in your own time, you want to see a detailed description about the products that I have picked, which I can recommend as well, you will find everything in the description box down below. Just click on the link and there you can download the PowerPoint slides. But now I want to keep my focus on the entire application, so I have the setup right here and I'm going to go with a morning skincare routine. So first of all, again, washing your face with a gentle cleanser that's suitable for your skin type. I have two examples right here. I'm going to use a CeraVe's foaming cleanser, which is great for oily skin. And so you're going to apply this one as an example on wet skin, massage it all over, and then you're going to rinse it off with water. Usually with cleansers that are suitable for oily skin, they do emphasize apply your cleanser on wet skin, so I recommend doing so. This can be done above the sink or in the shower, either way is fine. Just make sure to properly get everything off the skin. When using your cleanser with water, use always lukewarm water to warm water so that it feels comfortable on the skin. And so let's go ahead and do this. Then use about 1 to 2 pumps, or about a coin-sized amount on the palm of your hand. Rub your hands together and then gently massage it all over your face and neck for about 30 seconds to a minute. Make sure to not get it into your eyes nor into your mouth. If that's the case, rinse it with water. So, and once you've massaged it all over your face and neck, you now can go ahead and rinse it off. When doing this above the sink and you're just using your hands, this may not be enough. Usually there's still always some residue of your cleanser. So therefore I recommend, especially when doing this above the sink, it can work in the shower as well, use a makeup cloth or those soft washcloths, those microfiber cloths. You're going to wet them, then squeeze them out and then gently swipe it across your face. This can help you to properly get everything off the skin, so I highly recommend working with a cloth in between. Wet it. And now squeeze it out. So, and now it is important to take a clean towel and gently pat all over your face and neck. Please do not rub, to remove the remaining water drops on the skin surface so that you can avoid pilling or getting a dry and tight feeling when layering your exfoliant and serum afterwards on top. So once you're done with your cleansing step, you can immediately move on to the next step. So now it's the time to apply your BHA to the skin. Now Cosrx BHA has a pump, so what you can do is dispense about 1 to 2 pumps on the palm of your hand and then gently blend it all over. Please make sure to not get it into your eyes nor into your mouth, and please do not use it on top of your eyelids nor getting it too close to the actual lower lash line. You could theoretically use a cotton pad for this as well, however then you're going to waste quite a lot of product to dispense the product onto the cotton pad so it feels slightly damp, not dripping wet, and then you're going to swipe it across your face. So from my experience, it just works the best when using your hands for the application. Rub your hands together and then blend it all over. So once you have applied the exfoliant all over, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. And so it should absorb pretty fast into the skin. However, you can always give it about 30 seconds to a minute in between, so it has the time to do so before moving on to the next step. Then after the BHA exfoliant, you're going to move on to your niacinamide serum. This can be the ordinary niacinamide serum, or if you have another niacinamide serum at home, that's completely fine. Just go ahead and apply it to the skin. Now, when working with the ordinary niacinamide niacinamide serum, that one has a thick, stickier texture, so I recommend using about 2 to 3 drops. If you should have a niacinamide serum with a thinner texture, go with about 3 to 5 drops, or even maybe 5 to 10 drops, depending on how watery the texture may be. So you can say the thicker the texture, the less product you need, because you have more time to blend it all over. And so when doing the application, you can apply it all over your face and neck, but please again, do not get it into your eyes nor into your mouth, and please do not use it on top of your eyelids, nor getting it too close to the actual lower lash line. Rub your hands together and blend it all over. If the serum should start to foam, don't worry, that's normal. So, and once you've applied it all over, you're going to leave it on the skin. There's no need to wash it off. Now, if this is going to be your evening skincare routine, you can stop right here. That's completely fine. Or if you have a moisturizer that can help you to strengthen and rebuild your skin barrier, then go ahead and apply it. Make sure it feels comfortable on the skin, and then use about a pea-size amount to a bean-size amount for your face and neck. But now I'm going to go with a morning skincare routine. So in the morning, it is important to follow with sun protection. And so as an example, I have COSRX Always Soothing Sunscreen right here, which is great for all skin types, very lightweight and applies very easily. So when applying your sunscreen, apply 10 to 15 minutes before sun exposure, and make sure that you're using enough to evenly blend it all over your face, neck, including your ears and décolletage if you have décolletage exposure. So for your face and neck and ears, use about half a teaspoon. If you have more décolletage exposure, use about 1 teaspoon. And so I have one example right here of half a teaspoon, which I'm now going to fill up so that you can see the amount of product that usually works well with most sunscreens to apply it evenly all over. Of course, this is just a general guide. If you feel like it's way too much, you're ending up with too much product on the skin, it feels too heavy, too thick on the skin, or you may still have left on your fingers, well then of course go ahead and reduce it. But this usually should work well for those areas. So about that much, more or less. And then go ahead and apply it evenly all over. You can use your sunscreen around the eyes if it does not irritate your eyes. If it does irritate your eyes, avoid this part, use sunglasses instead, or maybe exchange your sunscreen. So, and once you've applied it all over, you're going to leave it on the skin, and there you have the last step of your morning skincare routine. And this is how you can use COSRX BHA Blackhead Power Liquid with the ordinary niacinamide serum, or maybe another niacinamide serum that you may have at home. And it's fine to use them together, so don't worry about it. This is the video that I want to share with you. I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you find it helpful, please don't forget to give the thumbs up as well as share it. And if you now want to see how you can do a double cleanse, or maybe want to know more about skincare in general, I'm going to leave some of the videos at the end of this video, but you will find more of them on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Happy skincaring. Bye!